It's not detecting my controller. Oh no. Wait a second. Oh yeah, it's still not detecting it. Here we go, game and controls. That's mouse and keyboard. There we go, controller layout. Okay. Let me try this again. Pull out the controller. Plug in the controller. No? Oh, there we go. Last save is at the martial arts school. Okay. Trying to learn moves, but still forgetting how to do them actually. Oh. Okay. I don't even remember where I was last time, what even happened. I think I caught the supplier for a dealer or something. I don't know. Well, I'm going out the door anyway.
I want to do something special for my boyfriend.
Okay. Get evidence on Popstar. Oh, okay, that's who it was. That's the person who was getting the stuff from their supplier. Get evidence on Popstar. Do I have any green missions? No. Okay, well I'll just do that then, I guess.
Last time I wanted to surprise Chow.
I'll do the cop missions.
I had all the special oils, his favorite toys.
I'll get my van back. Here we go. Oh, here you go. Okay. Trying to brake with this thing. Ooh. Takes like a few seconds to slow down. Oh. How do I... Okay, that's what that does. If I press A, I open the door. I'll relearn these controls, don't worry. And then B is to slide, okay. Coming through. Oh. Wait for Popstar in the chicken van. Chicken van.
Finally.
Top right corner. It's going through the windshield. Follow the rules of the road to remain undercover. Okay. Oh no, my suspicion level is going up. Gotta be careful around each turn. That's not rules of the road. What are you doing, pal? I have to follow the rules of the road. They're not following the rules of the road. passing someone else when there isn't even a lane to pass. Like that. Yeah, let me just pass the bike too. Suspicion level when you slam into the taxi. Very nice. Very good. They're getting ready to jump. Look at that. It's like a stunt jump in GTA. Let me up. How do I? Okay, A. Okay, I'll wait for the deal to go down. What are they selling? Are they selling stolen watches? They stole the watches from Jackie.
You got the stuff? Let me see the stuff.
Of course I got this stuff. You think I come from a truck?
What?
Dump truck? My shit's the best. Check it out.
Photograph. Oh. Here, I'll just take a picture of all of them. So now they're all convicted suspects. Let's say, is my character gonna like just pop out? Oh. Well, I guess I am. Ha. You looked back, but you weren't quick enough. Wait for them to finish the deal. Trunk's closed. Wait till they head to the docks. Still one. You go to the docks too. You gotta go be part of the deal. Ooh, there's a flashing thing over there. Oh, there's a, what do you call it? A statue. Oh, I gotta talk my way past.
Fucking bitch. Show her. I can't do that. Can't do that to me.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing down here?
I live here. I gotta sleep. Get to boat. Drop.
Get out of here!
Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta.
Oh, God! That's disgusting! Oh, shit!
My character's like dead. Is that how they like did this? Is they just took away my character's health for a little bit so I could... Is this how I could look like that? My character like grew up actually? What even, how? How do you do that? Here. Be sneaky beaky.
You're cheap. My stuff is worth twice that. These are old friend prices. I'm not your old friend. 35. You bring me all the way out here to waste my time. Let myself climb on these street legends. Just my butt home, doesn't happen. Oh? No. 50. Maybe the stretch of 5, please. 40. Fuck you. 48 or I sell it all at 18K. They don't got
Whoa. No, I got it. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, I gotta wait for them now, again. Oh no. I was hitting the trigger button, not the, what do you call it? Aim. The primary. Right trigger. I gotta hit left trigger. Gotta aim. Okay. Time to break.
Fucking bitch. Show her. I can't do that.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing down here?
I live here. I gotta sleep. Get to boat. Drum.
Get over.
Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. Oh, shit.
How did I... Yeah, why does my character even throw up? How? Like, take something before coming here?
$5 million, 50,000 each. Bullshit. 10 G's and 35. You're cheap. My stuff is worth twice that. These are old friend prices. I'm not your old friend. 35. You bring me all the way out here to waste my time? Am I some Taiwanese street merchant? Smuggler Hong doesn't act. No? No. Maybe the scratch of another 5 keys for you. 40. Fuck you. 48 or I sell it all at 18K. They don't got a problem with me.
And now I can take a picture. Call Tang. Nope. No contacts. What? Now I have the contact.
I got her. And so did Popstar. 2 shots in the chest.
Damn.
Shuts down the drug pipeline at least. And I'm giving you Popstar on a platter. I got the deal and the double cross on camera.
Good work, Wei. Thanks. With Popstar gone, Sun On Yi is down to only one supplier. The bottleneck will create a lot of tension inside the triad. Watch your back, Wei.
Get back in the chicken van. Okay. Oh, I'm okay. Alright. I didn't break my legs. I didn't break my ankle. I'm okay. Now I just gotta drive the chicken van. But to where? Where does the chicken van go now? In reverse.
Really? Cops? Great.
Why do I have the police? What did I do? Just driving a chicken van backwards.
This is the HKPD. Keep yourself out now.
What the heck? They're hitting the civilians.
Stop getting away.
I'll just drive this close to the sidewalk. The heck? They're hitting cars and stuff. Come on now, but you're the police. You shouldn't be doing that. Go drive on the sidewalk. Oh, yep, they are. Oh. I gotta arrest you.
Stop your vehicle immediately. HKPD, surrender.
Surrender.
HKPD, stop and exit the vehicle.
Oh. The chase never ends. Hey, here you go. Here, wait, let me put it in drive. And into forward driving. This thing is this fast. Forgot. My wheel is going through my fender. That's how heavy this is. Drive the chicken van to the undercover HQ. Okay. Ooh. I'll get there, don't worry. Even with brakes, that's me trying to slow down. Even with the brakes and handbrake, it just doesn't stop. At least not that quickly. Here I come. Here, let me also do something quick, because it feels like I'm getting a little bit of Enable 3D display. No, don't do that. Custom advanced options. There we go. VSync is on. What happens if I turn it off? There, VSync is off now.
We've charged Popstar and his top lieutenants. Conspiracy, trafficking, possession, and murder. He'll get life. And we've seized what looks like an entire month's supply. Thanks, Wei. You've done more to stop drugs coming into Hong Kong than half the narcotics squad combined.
Okay. Go to upgrades. Wei can disarm gun-wielding enemies without a struggle. Action dismount. Wei can enter slow-motion aiming while leaping from a vehicle at high speed while armed. Oh. I'm just gonna do this so I can get the next thing, whatever it is. Slow-motion follow-up. While holding a firearm, Wei can enter slow-motion aiming by holding LT after disarming an enemy or hitting them with a melee attack. Okay. Okay. Come to the restaurant right now, Winston. Okay. Meet Winston. Sure thing. I think the chicken van was faster. No. There we go. I was gonna say, can't have the radio on. I'm gonna go do this quick. Oh yeah, I know what happens.
Hey, can you help me, mister?
Oh yeah, sure, I can help.
Yeah, you see my car's having a problem, and you look like you might be able to fix it.
Check under the hood. Do not damage the vehicle. Here goes. Yep, I knew it. I know what happens. They're gonna go all the way down to the docks. And then I'm gonna have to fight like five or six people. Oh yeah, okay. Me too. Maybe not now. Oh. Got instant knockout. How do I tackle? Well, now I know what basic attack is. Okay, what? Y is counter. And let go. Oh. Nope. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I remember this gameplay. Hit Y all the time or you lose. I got it. Yep. Yep. Yep, I remember the club last time. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, not at all. What the? Did you see that 360 move? Is that? There we go. Fine wine and drink. The regenerative effect of all food items lasts twice as long. Herbal tea, twice as potent, and energy drinks are 50% more effective. Okay. Very cool. And now I can buy other clothes. Maybe. Maybe I can buy other clothes. If I have enough base. If level 2 face is enough to even buy anything. I don't know. Because it was like level 3 to get any cars from the one dealership. Or at least ones I wanted. So. At least I didn't die. I'm kind of surprised I didn't, because, like, I probably blocked less than 50% of those hits. What the heck? Yeah, I think there's a problem with your car. And when I get here, it just drops. Yeah, there might have been a slight issue with your car, more than you initially had, determined. It was, taking off slightly into space. I was trying, but I noticed before it could. Drug bust.
Really hard, and I can hear him crying there. Then what? What else? I can't let him out.
10 thugs remaining. Ow. Ow. Well, now I died. Now I respawn at the hospital.
There's a lot of stabbing and gunshot victims lately.
If only I wasn't confused by the buttons. Maybe I would be able to actually win.
Thanks. It's fucking great when you're on my side.
Wait, we've been waiting for you.
You guys smell something? I do. 一直食屎嘅老鼠。You know what happens to rats, Wei?
Yeah, I heard. Conroy gave me all the details when he was helping me out on that midway.
你收聲啊 Who the fuck do you think you are, huh? You come in out of nowhere and suddenly our guys start to get arrested? He ratted out Popstar Winston. I know he did.
Oh, you're gonna do it alone. This motherfucker right here is a snitch.
Is that right, Ming?
Fucking rat. I sent you to Popstar, but now he's in jail.
Yeah? And who stands to gain the most from that? You're gonna take over Popstar's whole ketamine racket now. No more scraps for you. You'll supply the whole city with drugs. You and Dog Eyes. Popstar's gone, but you're still dealing, aren't you? So who's supplying you?
Are you guys actually listening to this asshole? He's a rat. He's a fucking rat.
你個冇狗用嘅垃圾 You're still working for that bastard, aren't you? 係咪啊
Wait, listen, I swear.
Oh, it's a dirty fucker,
我發誓唔係我，唔係我。
Yeah, see, I'm no rat. I would never do anything.
Fucking rat. Clean that up. Loyalty's important, Wei. Never forget that. You get in this business for yourself, you're bound to end up like little Lanta.
I'm no rat. I'm a dog. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. What a wonderful, wonderful dream. It's over here. Go to Ping's PC, get the package, then go to Golden Koi. Possible murder in the race scene, let's talk. Okay. Can't wear this because face 4 required. Unfortunately.
Last year's Ecose shoes are on sale today.
Go buy yourself some and get me a pair too.
How will I know what fits you?
Stupid girl, my feet are the same as yours.
Your feet are a lot older than mine. Maybe they stretch or something.
Okay, time to get the van back.
You have a car in here?
Yes, I do. Actually, a van.
Why? Don't go too crazy on this one, Way.
Okay. Too crazy. What did I do last time? I would never. Just like I'm not a rat, I would never destroy these vehicles. Ever. Stop the suspect. Wrong person.
HQ has identified the suspect.
Their car is broken now. That's great. Just stop it for like 3 seconds and their car is done. Ow. Come on now. Ow. That's right. Y counter, Y counter, Y counter, Y counter. B. Grab. Whoa, what did I just do? Tasered them. Whoa. Hey now. No teleporting. Even though it's me.
Got him in custody.
Yay. I didn't get as much cop score as I could have because, I accidentally ran over a civilian in front of the car. They were just standing there, so I thought they were, like, one of them. Oh. Am I able to get another move? Oh yeah, that's right, I got that other statue now. Let me in. Let me at him.
I found one of your statues.
A snake. I am grateful. I understand your sister passed.
She was an addict. She couldn't kick it. It's not a very interesting story.
I suppose. Though in light of that, your chosen career is rather interesting. To me anyway, knowing who you are.
You asked me once not to lie to you. And I think in return, you shouldn't ask me about my career.
Fair enough. What would you like to learn?
Hold XX? Leg break grapple combo. Causes surrounding enemies to wince? Oh, okay. Do this one, because it's all one button. Maybe I won't forget. One, two, hold X. There we go.
Have you no pride, Ming? Your ancestors called. They like to disown you.
Oh no. Okay, I hit Y like 3 times, and it didn't block any of that. There we go. Ow. Ow! There we go. That's all I wanted.
Stop by again if you find one of my staff.
There we go. Stun and strike follow up. Sorry. Sorry. Out. Ooh. Okay, I'm good. I didn't hit him. There we go.
We got an AR in progress. Is there a tactical unit available?
Hi.
PTU en route. Please stand by.
Hello, I'm police. Police I am.
Come on, pigs! What have you got?
Ow.
幫大佬做嘢啊！捉佢一程啊！懟冧佢你砸硬㗎！
Oh. Oh. Give me this. Give me the cleaver. Oh, I was hitting Y again and it wasn't doing it. Come on now. Ow. Ow. I hit Y and it didn't register. Okay, there, I hit Y. It registered. Wait again. There, I hit Y. Registered. Is that good enough? No? There, I hit Y. I just need to do, like, practice on blocking. Just hit Y. I forget every time. Just hit Y. Go down this alleyway. Oh. And around the corner. Jeez. Yeah, I would never damage the vehicle. I would never do that. Ever. Oh, here, back up into the hideout.
Inspector.
Away. I'm glad you're here. What do you know about the underground racing circuit?
Well, they drive fast. Occasionally they crash into something.
Yeah, and occasionally they end up killing each other.
Well, that's manslaughter at best.
But these last couple of files don't feel like manslaughter to me. It's got more of a deliberate feel to it.
You want me to check it out?
Yeah. Get into the circuit and see what you can find out.
All right. See you.
Okay. Go into the circuit. Jackie, who should I call about racing? Ace, he is a friend of a friend, big race head. I'll let you know. You'll call. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Wei Shen. You up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
Okay. Take the impounded car. Oh boy. Give me the modern Datsun. Try not to damage it before I reach the race. I might be okay. I might be okay. Yeah. Didn't hit anything. Hi. It's racer time. What the heck? It displayed the go before we even went. Okay. Sure. Why not? Gonna try to be... Oh, I'm trying to be a safe driver. Try not to hit the other opponents. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to catch up. Going too fast. Oh. There we go. Oh. Jeez. Yeah. I made it. Made it up to the front. Woo! Oh. Not trying to cause property damage. Just trying to be a real race car driver. In the street circuit. I'm a real good driver of the car. Don't worry. %, 71%, 72, 73. Here we go. Almost there. 80%. Almost got caught on the guard there. Yeah, I won. It just auto stops.
Good win. Lucky for you, those Amars kept getting in the way. 1 in a million shot.
You want a rematch?
Yeah, sure. I'll take you.
You ready for the big time? Let me know. Everybody knows I'm the best driver in the city. Everyone.
Oh yeah? I'll take you down too, hotshot. Just as soon as my car is fixed.
As soon as your car is fixed. Okay. Broke into the street racing scene. Broke in. Drove a race. I don't know about that. Impounded car unlocked. Oh, well now I have this as a car. Give me this yellow car. There's an enemy here? Okay, let me see. Where? There was enemies here. Oh, up? I don't know. I'm getting out of here. Taking this car. This thing got turbo. that last gear. Why did it give me so much more speed? Now I'm really going fast. Let's just trying to get through. Ooh, enemies to fight. Here I go. Why to counter? Ouch. Ow. Oh, I got it. There we go. Now I'm remembering controls. Alright, I got this. The heck. Okay. Why were they were defending nothing then? They were just there to be there, I guess. I just fought them when I didn't even have to. I mean, I could have just took the car and ran them over. Like I have in the past. Thought maybe it would give me more face if I did it without, but it doesn't matter. No case there. So it might not give me any anyways to begin with. I have no clue. He just got hit in the head with that barrel. I didn't even get to see. Like, the car hit it and it slammed into, and is standing up now again. That was okay. Not anymore, it's going into the road. Oh, this is the only thing I have? Sure, let me use the police SUV. That's a very good idea. And then it said go before it even counted down again. Yeah, look out, I have the police SUV. And I'm somehow driving in this race with it, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I actually just stole this, don't worry, I'm not a rat. I actually just stole this to drive in this race. I don't even think I've seen this SUV other than, like, the one police mission. Like, how do I even get the police to bring this thing? Like, how high in, like, notoriety do I have to be to even get them to bring an SUV? Here we go. More than halfway there. Making some drifts, counter steering a little bit. Here we go. Final stretch, I'm guessing. 90%. Yes, okay. And stop. Oh, it didn't do it like last time. Oh, that gets my face level up. I'll keep doing those then. Cause like, I like racing. Whoa! Whoa, that lag, that like push forward, why did that happen? That's interesting. Might be because I turned VSync off. Actually. I didn't think about that. It's like it didn't feel like it was running that smooth with it on, so I figured it turned off, but like what? Did the physics just like break for a little bit there? Here, I'll just park this police van right here and go talk to whoever this is.
Alright. You want to fight? You look like you might survive a couple rounds.
Okay.
Come on, tough guy. You got nothing to lose but your teeth.
But my teeth. You? Round one. Round one. Fight! There. I got him. Get up. I caught it. Okay. 2.
Alright. You keep winning, I keep paying.
Okay. Sure. What the heck? What did I just threw him. Oh, no, I didn't wanna block nobody, please. Flip him over my shoulder, that's fine. Okay, yep. Wise to block, I get it. There, I got a punch in too. I wanted to throw him. Bye. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. See you later. Round 3 time, so that means 3 opponents. Yep.
Keep winning, I keep paying.
Yeah, you stay down. Ouch. Okay. That'll stop him for a little bit. Wait till you throw. There we go. Grab you. Throw him. Throw him. Oh, it didn't do it. I wanted to throw him at the other person. Over my shoulder. Get up. Get up. There, tackle him. Pick him up. Again. And... do it again. See you later. Is that the same person from like last time? 4? No, 3. 3. Okay. The other one's a grappler, so I just gotta be careful of that. Oh, they might grab me if I turn around. Don't do that. Ow. Oh, they got me. Why? They're good enough. Don't let them... Nope. I didn't want to let them up, but they got up. Ow. Now I'm not blocking these. Wait. Yep. Throw it. I'm gonna keep throwing them off. I'm gonna keep throwing them off the edge. Oh, nope. Not this time. Get up. Ow. Hey. Bye. Oh, I hit their head on the edge before falling down. How many is that? 5?
You keep winning, I keep paying.
6. There was a block prompt, but I... Oh, they're ducking. Now they're ducking. Oh, there goes my special. Not this person I was looking for. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, oh. What the heck is going on there? I was still aiming in and they were like, we were doing a dance. We were doing a little bit of a dance. Fighting is just dancing, don't worry. Ooh! Okay. Ow. Kill streak. Where's my nuke? Bye. One left. There, this time it didn't end with me throwing someone off the edge. I got thrown into a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are like 8 there?
You keep winning, I keep paying.
7. Ow. I didn't block. Instead I hit attack. Don't do that. Don't do that. Got you. Hey, don't do that. I gotta throw... No. Take that. I missed. That's okay, but I still countered, so that's all that matters. Do a spindly move. Ow. Oh, it was B. Ow. There. It gives me a slow-mo for that, so... X... Y... Oh, don't worry, I'll get him, I'll get him, I'll get him! Oh, I got a double. Oh, they grabbed me. It's Y. Yep, take that. Get out. That's one. That's you. That's you. Okay, they blocked. Stay down. B. Ooh. There we go. Y. X behind. Y actually, because they were attacking before I could do it. Ooh. There we go. Martial Arts Club complete. I did it. I actually didn't die.
Seriously, that's the best you can do.
It didn't end with me throwing someone off. It's a favor. Shenzhen. Okay. I actually got it this time. I actually did it. It's not like the club where I was like fumbling with the controls trying to do something. I'm sorry. I didn't intend to hit you. I was trying to slow down. Now there's a white marker. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm practice? What the heck just happened? I like got flung. I touched the ground and then flung like I was on a conveyor belt. On super speed. Whoa! You have a knife. Hey pal. I don't think that's part of the learning experience. Very dangerous. Don't turn your back on them. Strikers, versatile fighters who block a lot of your attacks. Grapplers can't be grappled but can't defend either. Brawlers, heavy hitters with strong defense, easy to grapple. Okay. So this is just like... Oh no, wait. These are yellow, so do I get face for doing this?
We're gonna do this. Let's dance.
Okay. That's not who I was trying to choose, but... Oh, it's 3. Ow. Okay, get back into it, get back into it. Block. I missed. While I'm fighting the other one, I'll just fight you. Oh, that kick didn't do anything, it looked like to me. Ow. Try to do my directionals. Okay, I'm not... Oh. They did a counter. Get out of here. So many moves to counter. There, I did one of my specials. Okay, wait. Get up. I'll let you go. There we go. The bodies. Okay, what does that give me anything? No, okay. I just wanted to see if it would actually give me something. Can I leave now? Yes, okay. Okay, so I thought because they were yellow it was like a favor and it would give me, you know, like level and face value or something, XP. But nope. That would not be the case. Okay. Now I only have a green mission on my... Oh! Okay, my vehicle's okay. I can still drive. I thought I got it stuck for a little bit, but... As I was saying, I only have a green mission on my minimap, as far as I know, so I'll go to that. That's not what I wanted. Here we go.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah. Are you Ping?
No. There's no Ping.
How about the owner then?
I'm the owner. I'm just not Ping.
Alright, not Ping.
The voice is out of sync.
Picking up hardware for Orange Lotus. You know it?
Orange Lotus? Sure. This is some pretty sophisticated stuff. Sure you can handle it?
I'll manage.
My number's on the package. You need a hand getting slot X into socket Y?
Okay, the audio is really... Why is this so out of sync? Is it because I turned off VSync?
I got it.
Whoa. Oh no. I'm gonna have to go fight more people after I just did the things clumsy. Oh, I have to hit A when I get to the thing. I'm just gonna go up here so I don't have to climb. Now I did with that anyway, so... Oh, I'm getting stuck. Oh, and the game is... What is this? Oh, I turned off VSync. That's what happens, I guess. Oh, that's great. How do I tackle? Oh, B. Give me it. Ow. Get up. I'll let you. Oh, I was gonna let you go, but you hit me back anyway, so. Give me this.
Did you get the bug?
I got it.
Our surveillance team reports that you should be able to get onto the roof from the construction site next door. Whatever you do, don't let them see you planting that bug.
No shit.
Okay. Go to the restaurant. Uh-oh, things are flickering. What is happening? Things are flickering. The game is speeding up sometimes for some reason. The cutscenes are out of sync. I really don't understand why it's doing that, but let me just theft. I don't care. It's -5. I don't lose like a full thing for it, so whatever. This is part of the main story, I think, though. Property damage. Whatever. Got it. Oh, that's not the way I'm supposed to be going. Huh? Wait, where does it want me to go? I don't know what it's saying, but I guess I'm going back over here. Oh, I see. The line does not follow. Oh, money case. Come on. There we go. 1,000. Okay.
How'd the bus thing go?
Good.
We can fight, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Hey, don't try that shit. You got something to say, talk.
It's too easy. This guy comes out of nowhere just with dog eyes.
Timer. 2 minutes. Oh, here goes.
Hey, I'm getting some noodles from the kitchen. You want some?
Sure. Why not?
Oh no.
Whatever's back there.
I kind of feel like pork.
So get pork.
You want pork too?
Found it. Oh, right stick. Found it. Oh. Found it. Oh, I have to do both. Got it. 1 minute. Pick the lock on the back door. Give me this. Oh. What? Right stick. Oh. Left stick. Got it. Okay. I did it. 1 minute. Woo! Hey, I got another cop upgrade. Oh no, I got a melee training thingy. Give me the leg break. Oh, I gotta return it. Okay. Way can enter slow motion aiming while leaping. Vehicle. Slow motion follow up. After disarming an enemy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll do the car one next. And now I'll go do the melee training. Hey, Wei, I need your help. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it after I do the melee training. That's how I changed those. Why is that? Do I fight again after I get this?
I found one of your statues.
Oh, the dog. Excellent. Did you enjoy your time in the States?
It was all right.
To have two homes is to have two souls. So they say.
What if you never feel at home anywhere?
Then I think you must guard your soul carefully, so as not to lose it. What would you like to learn?
This one. BX, hold X. BX, hold X. I just did it. That didn't count. X, hold X. Okay. That one. X, hold X. I'm just breaking the same person's leg over and over again. How do they get up, though? Oh, wrong one. Get up. Oh, well, I'm holding it. I press B. X. Hold X. Okay. Wrong one. Wrong thing. That's it. That's not it. X. Hold X.
How can we learn? You provide such weak opposition.
Oops.
Laughing at my failure.
X, hold X. Ouch, ouch. I'll get it, don't worry, I'll get it.
Please stop by again.
Oh, okay. I did it. Oh, my mouse is on the screen. Why though? I'm using the controller, why did that come up? There. Woo! Oh, this made me stay up in the air a little bit longer. Coming through.
You okay?
No, I'm in big trouble. I really need your help, please.
What's wrong?
It's this.
A gun?
Yes. Charlie made me carry it in my purse for him. He didn't want the cops to find it, so he made me take it. And now he's gone, and I don't know what to do with it.
Charlie. He's one of Dog Eye's people, right?
Yes, and you took over, right? So in a way, the gun is yours too. You'll take it, won't you?
Sure, I'll take it. That's it? That's your big problem.
Yes. Thank you so much, Wei. I knew I was right to trust you.
Don't worry, Tiffany. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Wei. You're the greatest.
Okay. I took the gun. Now I have gun.
Raymond, I got something.
What is it?
Something for ballistics. A weapon belonging to one of Dog Eye's men. Do you know Charlie Pang?
Wait, how did you get Charlie Pang's gun?
Never mind. Can you use it?
Maybe. I'm on my way.
Okay. I'll meet you at the North Point underpass. Oh. Not trying to drive like that, but here we go. Watch out, coming through at Mach 10 speeds. Property damage.
Andrew? What are you doing here? Where's Raymond?
This is something I wanted to handle personally, Wei. Do you have Charlie Pang's gun?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've noticed that guns are something of a rarity in Hong Kong. Not like in the States. This particular gun is quite important.
So who's the dead guy?
I was hoping you'd help me with that, actually. Officer Shen, take up a firing position.
A firing position, okay.
Okay, you ready? All right, listen. It's simple. We'll have to recreate the fight.
You think you can rip me off? Oh, hang on. Let's just talk about this.
Yeah, let's just talk about this.
Let's go. Damn it!
First, he was in cover behind the barricade. Get down behind that barrier. Good. I want you to put some bullets in a few things. All right, good. By now, the van must have appeared on the scene.
I can shoot this fast. Look out. Oh, they're behind the car.
Then he must have run to over there. Shooting at the guys over there. There was a shooter, firing shots from the passenger window. Keep going, come on. But he couldn't get a clean shot, so he pushed forward. What are you waiting for?
What, I have to...
One more thing. He would have tried to get away, but Charlie disabled the car.
Okay.
Your weapon, officer. Good firing, Wei.
Pendrew! What are you doing?
I told you he wasn't important. Now he is. He's going to help us nail Charlie Pang. It's for the greater good, Wei. You understand?
I don't think I do, sir.
Wei, I know who you are. You're just like me. You do what must be done. Local PD is on their way. You should go.
Okay. Bye. Lose the cops. The heck. Come on now, Pendrew. Wait, what? They're not... Are they... Oh, okay. One just spawned behind me. I got it. That makes sense. Inspector Tang, we just found out that Mrs. Chu's restaurant got hit. Uh-oh. We received a tip on Hotshot's whereabouts. I parked the truck nearby so you can bug his car and tail him. Okay. Drug bust.
Shouldn't you be down?
No knife. Ow. That did not have the same reaction from them as it did the students. Now that did. There we go. That got him to react. Ooh, they got me. Let go. Grab X, hold X. Oh, they got me again. Let go. None of that. Get out of here. Come on. Ah, behind me. Wrong button. Oh, let go. He flew up on the building! Okay. Yes. Makes sense. That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. They're not even attacking me, so I didn't need to kick. Ow, 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 ow. No. Oh, I cannot grapple. No knife friend, please. Can't grapple. I died from trying to grapple them. Okay. Well. Can't grapple the melee. Jeez. Load. How far back is that? I don't even want to see. There we go. I was gonna say I can't jump over that edge. Give me this. Oh, 1,400 meters. I'll get there eventually. With this taxi. Ooh. Wait. What is happening? What?
Do I look like a cab driver to you? Shit.
What? What? Okay. I don't know how that even happened. I don't even know what I did to, like, warrant them getting in the car. Did I, like... I didn't honk, right? Did I even, like, do anything to... Police are back here. This doesn't give me face, so I don't care. I'll run you all over. I already got this case, so I don't need it. I don't even need to fight or do anything. I can just get out of here. Bye. A little bit of a jump. Just 300 more meters. Just 300 more meters. Oh, just 200 more meters. Almost there. Hello, I have arrived.
What the fuck's going on?
Dog Eyes shut up Winston's mother's restaurant tonight.
Winston, I just heard. Your mother?
She's fine. But 2 of our people were killed, and a couple customers were wounded. The police are there now.
Wait, he went after your family?
大佬, everyone's outside. 我哋隨時可以出發. Listen up! We're hitting a sweatshop on the waterfront. All his trucks move to that place. It's how he makes his money. I want it burned to the ground. Siwa runs the operation. Put that Gatan in the shallow grave. 你等緊乜嘢啊？走啊！
Winston, are you sure about this?
Of course I'm fucking sure.
Look, what's the chairman gonna say when he finds his warehouse floating in the ocean?
He's not gonna like it. But there's no way Dog Eyes walks away from this.
So burn the warehouse, but take Suwa alive. Put him to work for you, and give the chairman a bigger cut than he was getting from Dog Eyes.
Okay, do it. Bring him alive.
Right, boss.
There we go. Don't worry. I'll help solve this conundrum. Follow the Water Street Boys vehicle. Okay.
Dog Eyes gotta know he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're short a gun. You're good with your hands, Shan. Let's see what you can do without iron.
Look, hold on. We shouldn't go in shooting anyone. There'll be workers in there. And we need Suwa alive. He's worth a fortune.
Oh, we're going in shooting. This is Dog Eyes' biggest moneymaker. They're not gonna give it up without a fight.
But you want me unarmed?
You're the new guy. Once you're inside, find your own gun. And use it. Believe me, you better have some bodies on you before the night is over. I want to see proof that you're not a cop. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one test that matters.
So you want me to kill one of Dog Eyes' drug dealers to prove it? All right? It'll be my pleasure.
Alright, it'll be my pleasure. Not my words, my character's words. Come on, I would never kill anybody. Not ever. Not like I've already probably killed like hundreds of people now at this point. Just not with a gun.
I know him. Fucking get him.
That's what I was waiting for. Just so I could counter it. And do that. Get in there. That scared him. I dropped someone in a box. X. What? There we go. Ooh. Break their leg too. Stun strike follow up. There we go. Hostile down. I got it. Knock knock. We're here.
Who the fuck is this?
Use heavy strikes on them. Use heavy attacks. No problem. There we go. Now I'm getting the combos down, don't worry. Here I come! Wrong button. Try to hit me. There we go. Got him. Into the corner. Wrong button. Oh, they got a knife. Don't let them hit me. Wrong button. Ooh, okay. Don't let them hit me anymore. That's what I should say. Ow. Get up. Get down. Get down again. There we go.
Hey, who are you? I think I got one. Y'all motherfuckers gonna die.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Thank you. Gonna try not to shoot any civilians. Oh. Headshot. I missed. Oh, this aim while in the vault. Wrong thing. Oh, I didn't see them. Oh. There. I don't want to kick. I don't want to kick. Headshot. There. I don't know what that even did. Nothing. Headshot. Why? I feel so Like, it doesn't even feel like it's going towards the center. Yeah, like I'm aiming to the left to actually hit headshots. Why does it, like... Well, at least I'm getting headshots. Oh, I didn't want to go back down. Well, at least I gain health back when I do that. The light. Hostile down. Headshot. There. Siwa is up there, and that's not what I was trying to do either. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay. Oh, and I get to start this all over again. Okay. Very good. What the heck did I just do? I kicked a magazine from the floor. I'm not hitting headshots anymore. And I keep mistaking X for reload. Too bad I can't rebind it to something else with a gun because it's the bound is like 3 to 4 other things. Again, with the binds. And aiming in a direction is a vague chance that you hit something that you want to hit. Yep. The center is not actually the center. The center is not actually the center. It does not matter. It's like you're always blind firing, even if you're aiming. It does not matter. It's somewhere in that square. Like that, I was aiming at their body, but I got a headshot anyway, so... Thanks, game, for giving me the chance. I'm just gonna let my health regen, I'm not even gonna move. There's no point. Okay. Yep. Okay, yep. The center is not the center. It does not matter. You aim, put the center of the square on their head, does not matter. That doesn't equal actually aiming. Come on now. I gotta know better, yeah? Obviously. It's red, but it doesn't hit. That makes sense too. And I can't shoot through that. Okay. Very good. So I'm already stick aiming, and then the center of the square does not mean that's actually where the bullet's going to go. I like that. That's really good. Because logic and reason.
Siwa, you're coming with me.
Fuck you! You're not taking me alive! Stop! Alright, light it up!
Light it up.
Ah, come on! Stop! Stop chasing me!
Oh.
Fuck! Shit!
I can't see.
Run!
Fuck's sake! The dog guy's gonna kill you, asshole! Guys, help me!
Wait. No, I don't go up. I don't go up. I don't go up. I go this way. Yes, okay. Right? Yep.
Don't move! Shit! I said don't move!
Fucking cops.
Get him. How did I avoid the police there? I'm so confused. Property damage. Got it.
Are you fucking done? Okay, I'm done.
Why are they... Yeah, go that way. Hi? I thought you were chasing me. So confused. Okay, bye. I did it.
What are you doing? Shut up. You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead.
Look, I'm not afraid of dog eyes.
Dog eyes? Motherfucker, I get paid by dog eyes. But all my product goes to Big Smile Lee. You wanna fuck with him?
I just did.
You dumb bastards. Got any idea how badly this is going to fuck things?
Hey, ask me if I care.
My product is what makes the whole triad work.
I don't give a shit about your product. And you keep
I
talking
can't go
about
this
it,
way.
I'm liable to forget I promised to bring you in alive.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know what? I'm sick of listening to you.
So drop me off with some real gangsters.
You'll get to meet a few.
Damn. Used to be this organization knew what he was doing. Now it's full of crazy motherfuckers and quiet. That was fucking crazy!
Siwa. Nice to motherfucking meet you. From tonight on, your partnership with Dog Eyes is done. Take a ride with me. We can talk about the terms of your new partnership. You did good. Here, a little token of my respect. Keep this up and there's a lot more.
Money.
I get the feeling things are looking up for the Water Street boys.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, man. Look, I don't do this often. But, I'm sorry, I was wrong about you. You show your true colors tonight, brother.
Yeah, I'm not a rat. I already have like level 3 cop experience. There, now I got level 3 triad experience. Give me... Lock on and press A to roll over an enemy to face their back. Perform a rising strike when knocked down. Sure. And I'll do the other one next. Wait, how much money do I have? 269,000 Hong Kong dollars. A Kung. Ooh. Give me that. I will go to the shrine. Do I have... How many do I need per health upgrade? One more. One more and I get health upgrade. Give me this car.
Okay, don't kill me!
Don't worry, I won't. I don't know what I can say for your car, though. Are other people... Where's the drift points? Because I can kind of do that, I guess. Oh, it's just a bike there. Time to take out all of these. Again. The only thing I have is a blue mission. Hotshot Lead 2, go to the street construction. Okay. Now back this way again. Take him out all over again. There's still police here investigating? Here, I'll just take one of these cars. Give me the green one. Oh, it doesn't matter. I still have to use the Class C car. It said go again. It's early. Oh, okay. Well, there was the green car I was trying to use. It got crashed at the beginning of the race. Okay. Very nice. Thank you for doing that, whoever started it. Because now I'm just in first place. Ooh. Oh, that broke my car a little bit. It's okay though. It still drives. Oh, I didn't realize how much it did to the car. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid hitting those from now on. It's does a little bit of damage. Don't want to have that to my car. Okay. More face experience and 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. It'll make up for my hospital fees of the previous times. Oh, here we go. I'll try this again. I'll do another, like, drug bust. if that's what this is gonna be. Yep, it is. What? Hi. Why are you doing that? Oh, hi. I'll take care of this drug bust. Someone's driving up the stairs. I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that. Two left. What are they? What is happening? A what? They got away. Okay, well let me go back again. And again. Oh, they're trapping me. Yep, they trapped me. I got a gun. Come over the car. Oh, I did it. There, I gained $2,000. Thanks for the car. Hack the camera. Oh. Okay, where's... How? 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 Where? How? Where? How? It says hack the camera, but from where? Okay, I can get a tire iron. That's not the camera panel. It's not here. Do I go up? Do I go up? Yes. There we go. I figured it out. Hack the camera. How about 5? How about 4? How about 6? How about 7? 6. Valid placement. 6 1 3 2. 6 1 3 2. Oh. Okay, no 1. 6 8 6 8 no. 8 6 2 3. Okay, 6 and 3. So then this is 3, and then this will be 6. There we go. Now I can use the surveillance system at home. I didn't want to punch the concrete. Can I get out of here with this car? This way, right? Yes, okay. Yes, I can. Back to the home to check the surveillance camera. Hi. Hi. Is this the parking garage? Hello. Excuse me, please, but I need to get into my house. I'm just parking this here. Okay. Gotta check my TV. North Point? Oh, that's already where I've busted something. I do this one. Are you the one? Okay, I got the right one. There, I got 10,000 more Hong Kong dollars. Even more money to cover the hospital fees. Did I didn't trap myself, right? No. Okay. Yes. Yes again, here I come.
One night, Johnny, he told Dog Eyes he wasn't going to pay, and they hit him in the other eye.
Okay. Out of the parking garage. Oh, can I even get back out? I don't think I can. Oh, wait. Okay, I can get it back out. I was about to say, did I get it stuck? It was the mirrors. Here, you can have this. I'm gonna get another one from the parking garage. Please? Okay. Yeah, I can just get another one. I think I actually prefer the van.
I wish I could live your life just for one day.
I don't know if that's really true. I don't know if you'd want to live the life of Triad Cop. I don't know. It might be a little bit spicy. There, I got 49 Hong Kong dollars from that. All of this will just cover my medical expenses. Get in the city van. Okay. Go to Hotspot's last known location. Got it. Moving. Look out. Down the alleyways of Hong Kong in the city van. Going to look at this location to possibly find a man. It's only 100 more meters.
You can't be serious.
Nope.
You trying to insult me? That car's crap.
Let me fix my car up, then I'll take you. Easy.
Fine. It's your funeral.
You're just letting me do this? Oh. 1 minute and 22 seconds. Oh, my head is itchy. There we go, bug calibrated. Back in the city van.
Where are you? Ah, got it.
I'd never even noticed a thing. Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if they noticed a thing or not, because my game crashed. Come on now. What the heck? The question is, does it reset what I just did there? Or I'm gonna guess probably, but press any key or button to continue. Sure thing. I get to listen to the nice main menu music for like a few seconds. How much face value do I have? Like 3 now? Face is too low to pull this off. Can't pull off the wearing glasses look. Super SWAT tactical uniform. I can just wear this. Like, I can wear this as the triad question mark. You know, I could probably go buy a different uniform if I wanted to. Because now I have some more face value and I have the Hong Kong dollars. I could probably buy vehicles or something too. At this point.
I wish I could live your life just for one day.
The cursor's on the screen again. Why would you... Okay. Just stick your head under my van. Yes, please. Well, I'm gonna make a stop right here. And I'm gonna go look. There's this uniform, well, this clothes place back here. Oh. Can I even go back there from here? Yes I can. No, I can't. Where even is this? Is this literally just the fight place? Like the one place that I went to fight the one person? Whoa. Is that on wheels? Can I even get up there? I don't think I can. The trash can's open. I can't go that way. Come on now. Yeah, this is where I chased the one person down. What are you doing back here? Can't purchase anything from you? Okay, so I think I have to go back through this way. Whatever. I'll see what you have. T-shirt. Cheap price, cheap quality. Brown. Knockoff hang sui V-neck. Shoes. Hats. Okay.
What's wrong? Don't you trust me?
I'm not about trust. It's another closed place down here.
Extra fresh stuff. You want fresh stuff?
Extra fresh studs.
Hey, wait. You know you want to buy from me?
I don't know about that. We'll see. Knockoff J. Jiggler jersey. Trucker hat. Knockoff Frisky sunglasses. Face mask. Indulge your paranoia. Oh, okay. I have face level 2. I thought I had face level 3. But I guess not. Ooh, money. You know there's a money box right here. You could have just collected from it yourself. No. Oh. I'll go to the legendary outfits. Luchador mask. Cowboy hat.
I used to sell fish, but
Ghost
my wife
pig
couldn't
mask.
take the smell. She tell me, you change store or you never see me naked again.
Why is it this big?
So
Authentic,
I had to
rustic, and all natural fiber. Why is it that big? Is it supposed to be that big? That doesn't look right to me. Preset outfits. Oh, I can just buy these? I don't have enough for any of those ones. Retro Triad outfit. Just as criminal now as it ever was. Special Retro Triad bonus. But doesn't actually. Control space and time. Gun accuracy increased by 50%. Mongrel tribe style. Heightened reflexes. Counters are easier to perform.
Hey, you know where I could get some rhinoceros horn? I don't believe in those newfangled drugs they got. But a man hits a certain age, he needs a little help, you know?
Gain an additional 5% face experience. Drunken Fist. GSP's Flying Punch. Great strength is bestowed upon you. Bronze Warrior. I've already seen this one. Reduces melee damage taken by 60%. Silver Baller Pistol. Reduced attention from the police. FR's 27. Sanction Flèche Rifle. 33% reduction in damage from gunfire. Assault rifle with a grenade launcher. Yeah. Kinda wanna get this one or the Vigilante. I think I'll... I don't know, I kinda wanna buy vehicles too, so... Sometimes the law isn't enough, that's what the description is. Heightened reflexes.
If you must stand alone against a great enemy, you might as well look good doing it, hey, huh?
I'll get it. I'll do it. I'll get this, but I'll also... I'm kinda curious. I wanna know what this does. Plus 50% melee and grapple damage. I just do more melee damage? Sure, I'll be Wukong. I'll be Wukong. Why not? Too bad it's not like the Warframe Wukong. so I can like turn into a cloud and fly around. I wonder if there's any like effects with this. No. You get out of the way. Taking this. To literally right here. That's it. And then I'm gonna put on the disguise I think that they give me anyway. Yep. Try this again. Maybe it won't crash this time. Oh, not trying to do property damage. But I am, anyway. Here I come, down the alleyway, in my blue van. Still doing more property damage. At least I haven't killed anybody yet.
You can't be serious.
No, I've already...
That car's crap. Let me fix my car up, then I'll take you. Easy. Fine. It's your funeral.
It's your funeral. Go, go, go. While they're on the phone.
Not much. You? How's your dad?
I have a minute.
I'll tell you about it later.
That's one. That's two. There we go. Bug calibrated. Now I can get out of here. Now chase them. Follow the rules of the road again. Woo! Almost hit them.
Shit. Nas.
Don't worry, I'm not suspicious. I'm not doing anything.
I still own it. Hey, you know this guy weighs shit? Supposed to be sent on ye? Every time I turn around, that guy shows up. And usually the cops aren't far behind. Started racing the other day. Talking tough. You think he's a rat? More undercover. They had a problem with that a little while back. You think they kill a cop and the police just go away? Son on ye's in trouble if he is. I'm 18K, what do I care? But if I was you, I wouldn't let them see you do anything and walk away. This town is full of morons, Naz. It's up to me to put them into place. Yeah? Why? Punk by the name of Ace, talking a lot of trash. Now the fool actually wants to race. No accounting for people's intelligence these days. You gonna take him out? Uh-huh. Motherfucker won't know what hit him. Tell people he's gonna take me
Yeah,
down.
I won't know. You're right.
You racist me,
I'll have no clue.
scraping him off the pavement in sticky little pieces. Looks like you have little choice, huh?
Ooh, that was a close one.
Yes.
Inspector, it's Way. Hotshot's gonna race Ace. And he's talking like he's not gonna let Ace make it to the finish line alive.
Do you know where and when?
Not yet. And one other thing. Hotshot and his friend Nas suspect I'm a cop.
Naz Singh, the drug smuggler?
Know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's an informant for HKPD. He's the one that put us on to Hotshot in the first place.
Fucking guy's playing both sides of the game.
You want me to tell him to shut up?
No! I agreed to help you, Inspector, but not if it gets me killed. Do everything you can to keep my cover intact. I'll deal with Nas myself.
All right, Wei, all right. For now, let me know if you find out anything about that race.
Okay. Gotta stash the van. Oh, well now I've killed an innocent person. Now I've killed somebody. Now I've done it. I didn't say yet before, so... Oh, okay, let me park it in the garage. I thought I was just gonna slow down right there and it'll end, but no. Had to actually put it in the garage. Broke into the street racing scene. Obtained murder intent evidence. Well there, I have two. Two things. 1,200 Hong Kong dollars and a report. I'll just take this. Oh no, wait, there's a parking garage right here. Did not even notice. But now I do know it's here, so.
Can I help you?
Wait, isn't there like a, there's a chop shop nearby. Like, is back here a chop shop or something? Thought I recalled one being here somewhere. We'll just go this way and see. Open. Oh no, this is like a... just dragon kick. That'll be all. I guess that's not a chop shop. Do I not have a mission? Go to bed. That's my mission. Go to bed. Sure thing. I'll go sleep. Bye. Go take a nap. I gotta let another day pass before I can do more activities. Map. Un mapo. Where is a car dealer? Is this one? Are these? Okay, those are vehicle stores. So, gonna look for the car icons. The races over here. I'll go here because there's a race next to it. So, and race give face. So face good and the race good. I want to do race. Give me race. I don't want to slam into things. Oh. I'll do this. Why not?
Heavy gunfire reported. All PTU please respond.
PTU on the way.
Thank God you're here! Nobody back down! Come on!
Okay.
Get them back.
Ow. They have a cleaver. Ow. Wasn't able to counter because I was I'm hitting counter. Jeez. At least they didn't hit me all 3 of those times. Oh, I didn't know they were gonna swing too. Ow. Oh, at least I didn't die. Not yet. I might. Oh, I'm not trying to hit them.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. I got an HKPD motorcycle. Yeah, let me bring that to a race. Because I actually know that you can. That's right. Right here.
My favorite driver. What can I get you today?
Yep, I need face level 3 for anything here. I literally cannot buy any of these cars.
Pretty nice.
They're all luxury cars, maybe. Apex of luxury and performance. Yeah, I don't think these are this one.
Has a ride like that. Pretty nice.
I think that's the same car that Hotshot has. Unless his is like a two-door version. Gonna do this race anyway, though. Let me bring the. Yep, I can. They're both Class A anyway. The Somersault Cloud, fight handling and supernatural fuel efficiency. What? Since when do I have this thing? Oh wait, this is probably because I bought this outfit. This is probably part of the outfit, purchase. Does this go any faster? Oh! You know what? This wasn't actually that bad. Going down there was not as bad as I thought it would be. Jeez. This is not as fast as I would expected. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm even gonna place at all. Okay, I'm in second. Oh, I'm in third. How are they going that fast? This does not feel like it really turns as fast as their bikes do. There. Oh, finally got up to first. Finally. Oh. A race failed. Well, at least this time it's actually counting down. Before it would just say go early and then still count down. Whoa! Hey now. No need to be like that. Yeah, like you're just like rubber banding. Get my maneuvers up. Now I'm in first this time. before 24%. Even the AI is having a fun time trying to control bikes. Oh, trying to go through these turns. Bye. I missed that shortcut. Oh, this thing on uphills that seems pretty good for that, but on a regular flat street, woo! Pretty alright on the downhills too. Ooh. Oh, trying to maneuver through that. There we go. Now I'm really good. Woo! Like taking off. Ooh, it's a jump. It did that like 2 times. Double slow-mo. Oh yeah, uphill. Give me uphill. This thing can do uphill. Ooh, and give me Slate. A little bit of a downhill. A little bit of downhill. This thing can do that too. But turning? Turning not so much. Which is, I'd probably say one of the more important things on a bike is the maneuverability. Oh, I think they're hitting the walls. I think I'm okay. Ooh. Up ramp. Yeah, it feels like it goes faster uphill for some reason. I have no clue why, but it just does. Make sure I don't miss any turns or anything. At least it keeps a race line on the map so I can follow it. Oh, more uphill. Yes. This bike can do that real well. It doesn't lose power at all on uphill. And then on downhill it's just even better. There's a vehicle. How far away are they? They're still somehow in the race. I guess the markers kind of stay around, so. Ooh, a little bit of alleyway action. I didn't fall off. Hopefully I don't. I'll take the slam, I don't care. Don't want to lose momentum. Ooh, like that. No. No, you're not gonna catch up. Not right now. Not here. Yeah, I did it. That was like a 6-minute race. Ooh, Sting motorbike. And 200 Hong Kong dollars, and I got face level 3, so now I can actually buy other cars. I'll take it. Go to bed. That's still my only thing to do at this point. Go to bed. Okay. What's here? Death by 1,000 cuts. What is that? I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know. At the 1,000 cuts. What? Wait, we've got an 18k thugs on our turf using poisoned blades. Time to prove yourself. Ow. I was not prepared.
Son of a bitch!
I'm hitting the dodge. Okay, the dodge just doesn't work. You still get hit anyway. So what's the point? I do 50% more melee damage. Might as well just spam it, honestly. Okay, thank you, game, for making me stand there to say one thing. And it still makes me get hit anyway. What's the point? Come down here. How? I can't see. Okay. Yep, I should have the vigilante outfit. Who cares about damage when you can't dodge? That's just what I'm thinking. Like, why does it matter if I can dodge or, you know, why does it matter if I can do damage if I cannot dodge any attacks at all? There, I'm getting health back a little bit. Ow. Let me go. It's not letting me move because I accidentally hit the dodge button. Okay. I don't care. Bye. Nope. Drop it. Nope, I don't want the weapon. I don't want the weapon because I can't dodge with it in my hands.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, now I'm taking the effect. Yeah, see, I can dodge without the weapon. I should have dropped it earlier. Please swing at me. There. And that didn't even affect them. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. And I pressed the dodge when they were red, and then instead it decided to not know where I was looking at all. Somehow. This game hurts. This game is actually hurting my wrist now. Might as well only press the counter button. Most powerful thing you can do in this moment. And I died because of the poison. Thank you, game. Drop this. No, no, no. Drop this because I can't dodge with it. But I can without it. Keep sending them. What? That's what my heavy attack is?
Son of a bitch!
I didn't know that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Kill him. Yep, just keep using it. I don't care. Oh, please, I didn't actually want this. Let me drop it, let me drop it, let me drop it, let me drop it. I don't want this weapon. I have my own weapon. Why? I didn't want the weapon. It keeps stealing it from them. I don't want it. Be quiet.
Son of a bitch!
Okay. Only counter. Only counter until I get the ability to use heavy. What? Please. Please. Okay. Like, I don't have the speed to even do it. Drop this, because I don't want it. I don't want the gold cleaver. And I don't want to accidentally hit the wrong buttons. Please. Yep, just... I take one down, do the counter, use that. That gives me back health. Just stand and wait. Just stand and wait. Attack me. Thank you. I don't want this. And it's not doing the attack I wanted it to. Okay, sure. There, do this. This is what I'm looking for. I want the staff. I'm at half health again. Just wait. Just take the counter. Do a heavy. I get my health back. Counter them. Do a heavy. Do a counter. Knock him down. Wrong button. And it doesn't let me move, it stun locks myself if I accidentally hit the counter. And I can't counter now for some reason because it's not letting me. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. And I'm pressing counter and it's not countering. Because, haha, animation lock. What's actually having fluid combat? I'm sorry, but you have to wait for the half a second that the animation takes to play through to even let you attack again or do anything, so you're not allowed to play the game if you accidentally do anything. You gain health every 10 kills. Well, that doesn't matter. And okay. And my hits don't mean anything because of animation. Thanks. Can I just have a gun, please? Like, a gun would be nice. What's the point of using a melee if the melee doesn't work? Here, chase me to the end of the dock, please. See, this is more fun than the actual combat. having them chase you around because you don't have to break your wrist to try to play the game. Or, you know, let me rephrase that. You don't have to get arthritis in your wrist to play the game if you do that. You don't have to give yourself early onset on arthritis from pressing buttons at the speed of light. There we go. I don't care that I just got hit. Come on. I saw that counter. There we go. Just hit Y, hit X, hit Y, hit X, hit Y, hit X. Yep, I saw your counter this time. Just stay further back so you have time.
Son of a bitch!
Drop the knife. I don't want the knife. Get out of the animation lock, please. Because I accidentally pressed dodge, so I have to wait there until it goes away. No, don't press the dodge button ever. Except for when I'm standing still for like 3 seconds until they attack. Ooh, no, I don't want the knife. Drop the knife. Why does the heavy attack pick up the weapon that they have? I don't want it. Actually don't want a weapon this time. Please. I have my own weapon. Okay, here we go again. Time to restart for like the 3rd or 4th time, I don't know. I can't tell what's going on, okay. Get away from there. Get away from where they spawn. Because clearly, it's too much. And I'm dead. Do it again. From the top. No, be quiet, don't care. Throw away the weapon. Go over here. Run away because standing at their spawn, I think it's just gonna get me killed. Okay. For a game that's based on melee combat, I don't like the melee combat. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. I'm literally standing still, hit me. Come on. Okay. Wrong button. Whatever. It made me drop the weapon. At least it startles them, so they stop for a little bit. We both hit each other, that's fine. Yep, throw it at me. Do it. Do it. Okay, I was hitting the dodge button, but it doesn't dodge. Very cool, thank you game. Hitting the dodge button, it actually worked that time, thank you. I don't care that I'm kicking them while they're down, because literally, if I don't, then I don't know if I'll ever beat this. Got them before they swung. They haven't hit me yet, but for some reason it feels like my screen is shaking more. I gain health every 10 kills, very cool. I'll stand right here at the end of this so that they take the time to come over here. Yup, counter worked. It's like I have to narrate everything I'm doing just so I can keep my mind focused. Very cool. I don't want the knife. Actually, yup. I'll spawn in my own weapon. And it's not letting me go in the direction I actually wanted to swing my weapon. There we go. Okay. There. Just calm myself down. Simmer myself down. No need to get angry at the game. There we go. There we go. Just play. I'm trying to play it like Warframe, but I can't do that. There we go. Got him. Bring the next person, please. I have help. The poison is taking its effect. You can trust in your blades. It surely is doing me some harm. Please. There, took one down. It's okay. My screen can shake as much as it wants to. There, that hit them actually. Do the counter, please. Stop looking around like you don't know what's happening. Come on. I needed to wait till you could do that so I could counter. There, I get 25 health. Very cool, thank you. I'm at 21 out of 30. I'm almost there. There, I got it. They were red, I countered. Wait till they swing again, and boom. There. Come on. I don't want this. Swing on me. Thank you. I don't care. I don't care that it didn't swing at the person in front of me. As long as I'm hitting something. Thank you. Just a little bit more and I'll get regen. Yep. That's fine, you can dodge. You can dodge. There, I get regen. I don't care as long as I'm getting my slight health boost. Drop the knife. I don't want the weapon. I have a weapon of my own. Come on. And you wait till I swung, okay. Thanks for that. I'm hitting the counter button. I was tapping the counter button. I hit it like 3 times in that same frame. Please don't die. I'm dying from, like, just swinging my own weapon. And I'm dead. Good! Time to restart again. And I was that far. Please. Wow, this is a fun game. I'm glad I'm playing this. I'm done with the game after this, guaranteed. I've already been playing for almost 3 hours. And this has been my least favorite part, probably. Except for figuring out that my outfit allows me to do the heavy attack that I was doing. With the what do you call it? Well, I have time to speak. With the staff. That's what it is. You're just not attacking me. There, now you will, for some reason. And I can't double counter. How did I get poisoned? I don't even think I got stabbed. The game is just lying to me. Like, I got kicked there, I did not get stabbed. I mean, I'm not even gonna review this, probably. To even, like, I don't care that much. There. Give me my regen. Give me my full health. I'm glad you're startled. I really am. Yep. Chase me. Counter 1. If I try to do a double counter, it doesn't work. Just try to remember that. If there's 2 of them, run away because there's no point to try. You missed. Button mashing does not work in this situation. Cannot button mash. Just wait till they kick, throw, anything. Do any kind of move. Yup. That stuns them when I do that, so just have patience. They're dead. They're dead already, okay. Yup. I like when they come to get me. I'll just move back a little bit. I thought they were going to attack me. They did not. Don't miss any dodge prompts ever. Don't accidentally dodge too early or you lose. I dodged there, but it doesn't matter. I'm hitting Y. I'm pressing Y like at least 2 or 3 times per second. Doesn't matter. They hit me, but I hit them. And I got the counter, and I get my health back. It doesn't matter, they swung through my attack. I got their knife, I didn't want it. I hit the wrong button, that's on me. I'm hitting the counter, I countered it, thank you. I hit the counter, we hit each other. I got 25 health. Wait for them to attack. Countered. I got 2 off of 1. Sure, I'll take it. I'm getting health back. Take it easy. Take it easy. Counter theirs. Kick them down. Counter theirs. Oh, please. Please stop. Time it. Just time it. I was aiming at the wrong person. That's okay. Stand still. Counter. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I'm regenning health. I'm okay. Down to the last 3. And I was hitting the counter button, and now I'm stuck because the counter button didn't actually work. Thank you, game. There, I killed 30. I did it. Oh, please let me leave. That was probably, yeah, my least favorite thing I've done the entire game. I'm glad it's over. That's all I can be glad for, is that it's over. Now where is the vehicle? That's not it. That's not what I'm going for. There we go. Oh, I thought it was a case. It's a crate. It is not actually money. I don't care that the alarm on this is going off. I'm driving. Manual save game, please. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that is gonna be it. That is it. I'm done. Please don't let there be another sequence be like that. That was I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. Yeah, even trying to move around my mouse with my right hand now, because that's my like button. That's where the buttons are. They're on the right side, like A, B, X, and Y. Like, oh. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't even remember what the last story thing I did was, because that was the only thing I could focus on. So, I'm now 7 hours into the game. And, the melee combat feels like to some degree has gotten better because I could learn more moves. But at the same time, it still has the same, like, I'm still having the same issues with the game. Like, you start doing a move, you can't back out of it, there's no way to counter if you're in a move. Which, realistically, you could still, I feel like in real life, even if you were still punching, you would still be able to move out of it, you know, obviously, to do something about it. Like, you would basically just cancel your attack to go for the counter instead. Can't do that in this. You get stuck in an animation, so then you get hit anyway. There's no way to back out of it. If you accidentally press Y, your character looks around and you get stuck like that for like, I don't even know how long, like a full second. So then you have to take a hit from that. I mean, I guess I get it. It's like forcing you to learn in a way to actually counter things at the times that they're attacking. But at the same time, it's just not fun. It's just frustrating for me. I don't like it. So, yeah. When the game is a majority of melee combat, like, I don't want to be as critical as I am being on the game for how it is, but like, I don't know. I'm just not enjoying it at all. Like, when things are like that, it's just painful. 'Cause like, again, this, like, I'll keep stemming back to Warframe because Warframe is probably one of the most responsive games that I play. Like, I don't feel like at any point there's anywhere to blame the game for something other than, like, oh, the terrain here doesn't, like, you know, the terrain here doesn't connect or something. Or like, let me see. Is there really anything else than that? You can still phase through some objects, but not to the degree that you're outside of the map or anything like that. Not anymore. You used to be able to go up elevators and fly out of levels and go through the top and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever had that happen in like the last couple or so years that I've played, so things have changed. Like, I would say to a degree, like, Warframe has minor issues that I've seen. I haven't really seen anything that was that major that made me want to stop playing, really, besides like Warframe staff and stuff like that. Yeah, was kind of like, there were times when that could have possibly been handled better, I feel, but other than that, game-wise, I feel like it's an okay game. But, like, I don't know. The shooting in this too doesn't feel that great, to be honest, either. Like, I like the story that the game is trying to show you, but everything else around the story just doesn't feel fun to me. Like, I don't know what I would want from this game other than the controls just feeling more responsive, aiming actually meaning that you're aiming, really aiming, like actually aiming. Like, I could understand recoil, but when you have the aiming square basically on someone's head and it still somehow is missing. Like, you shoot, you move the reticle over to the left or something, and you're hitting a headshot when you're not directly aiming on their head. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like, to me it just doesn't feel like it should, I guess, question mark. Like, what should it be, you know? What should it be? I don't really know. But it isn't fun to me. So anyway, I'm not gonna like continue ranting about this because like the game, I would say the game is okay, but in those regards, it's just, I don't know, it's upsetting because the rest of the game is, like, the story and stuff is fine, but that is just, like, gameplay wise, it's just not what I would, I guess, want in a game. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna call it there. I'm just gonna calm myself down. Just take a little breather. Try not to think too much about it, because I don't want to keep starting games to not finish them. You know, like when I get into like a story kind of game or something, I do intend to finish it, but if it's like that, it's just hard for me to want to go back and play it again. You know, and there's not anything, I guess, that could be really done about it, per se, because it's already finished, and it's already got a, you know, quote-unquote definitive version that I don't know if they're going to continue, like, to do anything about it, really. So, yeah, that'll be it. I'll just let the stream as over screen be up for like another maybe 30 seconds or so. So, yeah. Stop at 3 hours.